all the people at home are wondering one thing right now.
Yeah.
Do you know about the heavies?
This video got 3.7 million views. It's like pretty funny because, okay, first of all, it's a pretty funny thing to be like, to believe all this shit because like, it's not like people can't go to North Korea. I have housed 2 Australian freaks in this home that have quite literally went there. They went to North Korea to get a haircut. That video, as a matter of fact, was like literally about people like Yeonmi Park and the people who believe people like Yeonmi Park.
Today we are joined by an app.
I'm not gonna watch all 3 hours. I just want to see some of the best ones. Okay, I want to see some of the best parts. Okay, Andrew squirming while explaining the heavies. I don't care about that. Eating bugs and rats.
Now I would like to kind of go over some of your life story for the people that aren't familiar with you.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you grew up in Calabasas, right?
Next to the Kardashians.
Yeah, next to the Kardashians.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That I did not know. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like, that's it. They're like, what? North Koreans eat rats? Oh my God. Oh my God, totally, dude. They're definitely always eating rats. 100%. It's not, she has done more than the entire media apparatus, okay?
No. So you're born in North Korea,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
That's kind of wild. What was the city that you were born in?
Hasan.
Hasan.
It's a northern part of North Korea.
Northern part of North Korea. Okay.
Are you going there on the next tour?
No, I don't think that they don't do comedy shows there, do you? Do
So
they?
I think that's the thing. Like in North Korea, I knew about comedy, but in comedy, they have to glorify the dictators, like the leaders, in their comedy.
You can do that.
Yeah.
So I was like so shocked. In America, people can make fun of everything,
Yeah.
or themselves, or anything.
Yeah.
So
Some people's entire act is making fun of leaders.
Yeah.
That's all they do is make fun of
Well,
them.
there's a dinner that they have every year where you make fun of the president.
And the president is there.
And the president has to be there and then get made fun of in front of everybody in the
They don't
world.
get executed.
No execution. Crazy, right?
question, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's faking it, dude. Come on. Wow. No, the people don't get executed for making fun of the president? Wow. Oh, that's not what it's like in North Korea. Bro, this is literally me at basketball camp, coming from fucking Turkey, and the dudes at basketball camp, all the cool kids being like, oh, damn, Turkey's the real hood. They blow up bombs and shit like it was fucking Baghdad. And me going, maybe it is like that. Yeah, I am. Like, me taking fucking stolen valor of, like, war-torn fucking Fallujah because, like, it just, you know, it just upped my street cred at fucking basketball camp, okay? Wow. Except I wasn't a fucking full-fledged adult. I was like 13, okay? That's so dumb.
Some people say the reason Donald Trump ran for president is because he was made fun of at that dinner before he was president. And everybody was laughing at him, and he just said, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna show you how easy this is.
So is this a conspiracy theory or real?
What is real? Do you know what I mean? What is real anymore? Okay, so you grow up there, okay? And your life is incredibly difficult growing up there. I mean, even accessing food is incredibly.
She has been in the U.S. nearly as long as you, Lamau. She moved here in 2009. Wait, what? That's when I moved here. To be fair, Andrew was this receptive to me too, and I got them titties too. So I think Andrew, at least Andrew is like consistent with when faced with like heavies. He has the same perspective no matter what. Like I told him I danced on the fucking rooftops in New Jersey on 9/11 and he believed it. You know what I mean?
Hard, right? You had to eat
Grasshoppers. Dragonflies.
He's literally feeding her, dude. Sorry, Kai is like
butterflies,
Dragonflies.
Butterfly sounds kind of nice.
butterflies
Yeah,
is
it
okay.
actually sounds beautiful when you say it like that.
What's your favorite insect? Like if you had to rank them.
Grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers, right? Yeah.
They are very chunky meat. I mean,
Yes.
dragonflies is not much to eat.
Not much there,
Yeah.
right? Harder to catch too.
You know, we use a spider web, so we make a little round wire, and we go through a lot of spider webs. So we mix a lot of nets, and then we catch them. Like it's easy.
With spider web?
Yeah.
Wow.
So August is the dragonfly season, so we catch
So everybody's
everywhere.
eating good in August.
So you're like bears. You eat in August and then you just starve for the next months of the year.
For sure. It's funny enough, that's why we call spring is a season of death.
Wait, really?
Because in spring, a lot of plants don't grow. It's not quite the time, like this right now, February, March is the hardest.
It's always so funny because like she'll be like, yeah, we make a grasshopper trap through spider webs, and that's why we call and that's why we advocate for the genocide of the West. Like, or that's how genocide happens in North Korea. It's like she literally sucks the life out of the conversation and immediately brings it back to like some insane shit.
Yes.
From April, at least there's a hope. We can find some bud or like food to find.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you also told that story on Rogan about eating the rats.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you saw even kids eating rats.
yeah,
And then the rats eating the kids.
Once
also.
they died, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, dog, unbelievable. Cause it is.
Common occurrence to eat the rats, or this is like, was there a month?
What's unbelievable is like this to me right now.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like in North Korea, like I couldn't fathom how can you not worrying about finding food.
Yeah.
That was just daily life for us.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I had no clue a world like this existed.
Yes,
And their problem was just having too much food.
yes.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
That's his
here.
problem. He has a big problem with that.
Yeah, I have certain things I just don't want to eat because I don't want to get so fat.
That's what Americans were teaching me when I came to America. They said like, you need to watch out the food label and don't eat raw.
Bro, she literally has like made herself deliberately into the racist depiction of like the heavily orientalized racist depiction of like small Asian woman shocked by scary big American man.
I was like,
Did they
that's
tell you
what
that right away? Because right away you probably needed the food there. It's
In
kind of
South
an asshole
Korea.
thing to do. You've been starving your whole life, and they're like, "Well, don't eat too much."
Yeah, well, she go. Yeah.
In South Korea, they did feed us. So
okay,
we had a nutritionist within government, so they would like feed us.
Yeah.
Initially, we cannot digest normal food like normal people.
Wow.
I mean, like the Holocaust survivors, you cannot give them steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their stomach cannot process all that fat
Right.
and sort like that. So you need to start with like little.
He's right. There's some kind of shock from overfeeding starving people. Yeah, I don't think the steak is overfeeding starving people.
bit of like a water and some salt, and then increase the
Yeah.
fat in the food.
Yeah, I was listening to that podcast. You said that your first meal when you were in South Korea was eggs. That was the
Yeah.
wildest thing that you could dream of.
Yeah, boiled eggs.
Yeah, but I do need to know because I grew up in New York City, and there are tons of rats in New York City.
Yep.
Now, you also moved here. You went to school here.
Yep.
Were there ever times where you saw rats and you were like, run it back one time? Did you think about that at all? Just because it's old habit, you know what I mean? It's like,
So I got intimidated by American rats because they were so much bigger than North Korean rats. So even the
Because they get more food.
Yeah. Even the rats are fat here. Even the rats are obese.
like size of like rabbit.
Yeah.
My mom and
You
I
could feed a
was
family.
Yeah, we're like my mom and I was like in the subway. We're like, is that a rat? It's like it's a bunny almost.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The different size rats. North
sure.
Korean rats like maximum is like this big.
Oh, wow.
Very small. They're like
mice.
Very small.
They cannot grow because we catch them before they become big too.
Yeah. Is there a way to prepare it? Like, is there like a dish? I mean this honestly. Like, is there a
Yeah.
way that what is the best rat dish?
So rat dish depends. Like if the people have a lot of TB, tuberculosis, right?
Right.
I mean, I had and my sister, everybody in North
Everybody gets TB.
Korea from malnutrition.
Right.
So in that case, we need to boil it. So we skin it and then get the intestines out.
No.
And then we boil it and then until the bones become.
What's wrong?
I'm just imagining cooking those.
Keep going. Yeah. Wait, what are you doing?
It's a delicacy, no?
It's a delicacy, yeah.
Are there any things you miss? Like, do you miss the grasshoppers, or like, would you consume any of that stuff now?
Oh, hell no.
You didn't have to eat it anymore, but we're just saying.
Yeah.
But maybe you miss it. Like,
No, nothing about that food I miss.
Okay.
I think now in America they keep saying how we need to eat insects to save the planet. Like, no way. I'm joking me, you know?
No.
It's like I would not want to go back.
Yeah.
So
There is a restaurant, I'm pretty sure, in Midtown that does like insects.
There's
like,
protein bars with crickets in them.
It's like a Peruvian
protein bars.
restaurant where like they'll do like ant rice, and so it's rice with ants in it.
Yeah.
oh my
But there's a
God.
lot of places in the world that will eat like grasshoppers or chocolate-covered crickets or something like
Yeah,
that.
chocolate covered.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the point.
That's what you guys need. Yo, you're right. It's chocolate's doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Why do you guys do chocolate? You should have just gotten some chocolate and
Yo,
dipped it
if
in.
you want to send aid to North Korea,
dude.
just ship them some Cadberries.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
All
sick.
you need. Yeah. Okay. So the rats, that was pretty much it. Sometimes you do it. You said sometimes you do it
Snakes.
boiled. Snakes, but snakes is common. There are people that eat snakes. But the rats is just the most wild thing.
Yeah, I think-
wow. Yeah. I think to us, because we're so used to like trying to get rid of them. You know, also like Western people have this huge fear of rats because it killed like a third of the human population.
Okay.
Have you heard of like the Black Plague or the bubonic
of
plague?
course, in Europe,
So,
yeah.
so there's probably like this little concern.
I think to this day that shocks me is like what I remember eating cockroach.
Yes.
I think that I'm sure like nobody wants to like date me right now.
You're engaged though. You already.
But cockroach we eat as a snack. And it's like with my friends, like they're boys, they are faster, cockroaches are faster, so they catch it.
Yeah.
And then they show me how to eat it. If you flip their tummy, there's inside, like it looks like a little grain in it. Looks like a brown rice grain. So that's the most like delicious part in cockroach.
Oh,
Really?
you got to do a
Yeah.
cooking show. This would be an awesome. Yeah, you could be on the Food Network.
Okay. This is boring.
So 13 years old, you find a way to basically escape to China, right?
yeah.
And you and your mother go.
Yeah.
Okay. You escape to China. How? By crossing a frozen river?
Yeah.
And what? It was so cold that the guards are down. Like, what is this? What is this situation? How do people stop the illegal immigration?
So they're like every 10 meters, guards with machine guns. And now after Kim Jong-un came, he buried the landmines and then put the electrified wire fences. And then facial recognition cameras from China put on the border. So now escaping from North Korea became impossible.
But you were before this, right?
I was right before that. It was still though like with the machine guns and guards every 10 meters.
And they just didn't see you because it was dark?
No, the lady was helping me. She was a broker. So she bribed.
Bro, she came here at 13. She came to America when she was like, what, 13, 14? Been here for like fucking more than 10 years. Her accent is a little too thick, in my opinion. Like, she has to be hamming it on. Like, it is shocking. Like, I get it. Like, still maintaining some level of accent is fine. I obviously am very different than the average person that comes here. Like, I obviously am different than the average person that comes here in the sense that, like, I learned English at a very early age. She came to South Korea first and then the U.S. in 2014. She came to the United States in 2014. I mean, I guess that's a little bit more reasonable then.
the guards. That's why I didn't get shot.
Okay, so she bribes the guards, and then you and your mother get across, and then immediately after getting across,
Still
your
9
mother's
years. Like,
sold.
that's crazy.
You told this story on Rogan.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, I need to ask something. You were telling the story, and you said in the story, I need to know if you were just using this as like vernacular, like,
Grandmother came to England when she was 30 and still had her accent at 77. Some people's accents don't change. Not trying to debate or anything. No, it depends. My friend, it is entirely dependent on what age you came to America and what age you learned English. That's it. That's it. My mistake. I thought she came to America when she was 13. That's why I was saying like that's wild. If she came to America in the 20s, it makes sense that she has an accent. If she came to America when she was 9, that doesn't make sense. Now, obviously, there's like differences in experiences. What are you doing? There's differences in experiences for people. Like, anyway,
we use it, or this is true. You said that your mother was sold to mentally retarded farmers.
As a sex slave.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, your mother was sold to mentally retarded farmers, right? Now, were you saying that in terms of like we say, oh, they're mentally retarded, like people that are stupid, or they were actually they were mentally ill people, like that?
Yeah.
They were
Actually can't function. They cannot put their pants on. Like, they like limp, like actually physically sick and in their head also sick people.
And they worked as farmers, or they owned a farm or something like that?
So my mom was sold several times. So one time she was sold to this family, and of course the son couldn't function. He was very disabled, but the parents and
They-
had a
Where?
farm.